Greetings YouTube. Today I'm going to do another Gamma World video about my Overkill campaign. Today we're going to talk about the businesses that I listed in the campaign that were available to the player characters to access. Okay, so this is basically the New Tau business listings. We had Rovid Armor, specializing in plastics and ceramics. New Tau was a low metal planet. Because of this, almost all the technology that was available to most characters that was produced in the campaign and not treasure, ancient things, was made out of plastics and ceramics. Metal was hard to come by, it was heavily recycled, and it was saved for only things that absolutely had to be made out of metal. Sleal Armor, specializing in animal and plant-based armor. That was for people who were very much into the recyclable, recycled, biodegradable, vegetarian type of things. Grunch Shields, renowned for durability. Kassin, the hinge maker, handmade hardware. Again, metal was rare. This guy was an artisan that made handmade devices and doorknobs, things like that, for high-end homes. Ajik Helmsman, custom helms, low-tech or high-tech. Mostly the high-tech stuff was things, that were found, and he would be reselling or reconditioning, but the other things he would be making by hand. Fern Armorer, metal armor of all types. This is one of the few people that dealt in it. Very expensive. It was not easy to come by. It was not cheap. Ira, textiles, durable cloth for tents, clothing, and sails. Heavy caliber fabrics. Brembar, synthetic fabrics for all uses. Because there was a need of lots of plastics because of the metal, there was also an offshoot, and a lot of synthetic materials became available that weren't necessarily structural, but they did become available. Ool the tailor, specializing in suits for all shapes. A necessary requirement in a world where almost everybody is a mutant animal. Boule haberdashery, hat maker. Lampter salvage, recycles items, especially cloth. Lots of things that people wouldn't necessarily want to be able to sell as is. This person would buy them and repurpose them. Nobzu barding saddles and tax, a true artist. The player characters used him on more than one occasion trying to fit saddles for bizarre steeds. Kakern, the armorer, uses animal carapaces only, a specialty business. Kesh Scribery, writing and scribe supplies, old maps bought and sold. Tesh the Tinkerer, machine parts, tech level 4 and under. The Gamma World 4th edition used tech levels basing on different levels of technology, like technology level 1 would have been Neolithic. Khalil the Cobbler, discount shoe repair and manufacturing. Robda mining, drilling, mining, and blasting. The characters used that service more than once. Mino Cry, construction engineer, underground jobs, a specialty. They used him as well. Yelmo, mechanic, and blacksmith. Mr. Fix-It, world's greatest tech. Promise. Kind of a fix-it man, dubious quality. Mool, wood constructions, Japanese style, dove joints, no fasteners, kind of pegs and things like that. Real high-end stuff. F.L. Wright, architect. Madwan, the mechanic, tech level 2 and 3 devices and vehicles. So carts up through cars, trucks, things like that. Twits Lumberyard, lumber of all types, exotic woods available. Shri Bap Archery, handmade bows of all designs. The characters used him. Two's the Tech, vehicles a specialty. Varmin optic devices, eyeglasses to sniper scopes. Very popular with my player characters. Hormet Robotics, buys, sells, and repairs robots. Basil the Barrelwright supplies barrels to brewers and vintners. I believe they actually had his services at one point. Woodcutters Commune, socialist woodworkers. Treach Biological, specializing in organic poisons, acids, and chemistry. Tau Museum of Technology, Research, and Preservation. Sages Road, and this is an area where you would hire experts. Soxrates, Philosophy, Marlin, Zoology, Zagan, Astrology, yes, played off as Sagan. Gosser, Astronomy, Myth, and Legend, Astrology, Myth, and Legend. Awok, Botany and Biology. Wong, Acupuncture. Horburge, Military History. Worm, Private Library. Gren, Tau History. or loot, secret societies and cults. Group used them, or him. Concept Funeral Home. There was only one main funeral home in the city and a number of smaller ones. This was the biggest one. Hassan Taxidermy. Trophy and trophy grade mountings. Hans, sorry, I lost my place. Master Maslow, martial arts instructor. They used them. Rowdy Saddler, saddles and tax. Chef Shazan Catering, best chef in New Tao. No challengers as he would kill them. Corton Camouflage, design and training. Hans Calligraphy, hand-done invitations and notifications. The group actually used them. Flill Netmaking, for fishing to gladiatorial combat. Wenbird's Ropery, ropes of all kinds, custom work available. Lorf's Mount Academy, an art that trains mounts of all kinds. Gart Animal Training, feline animals a specialty. Sam's Belfry, trained mutant bats as pets and mounts. Work Animals Taught, draft animals trained by Clem. He was an active NPC in the group. He rode around on a mutant bug. Griff's Bindery, a 9th generation binder. Earwoo Charcoal and Coal. Fumel and Christ, carpets and carpet makers. They used them. Low Fun Laundry, 4 locations. UPOC Employment Services, temporary employees. Voom and Sons Roofing, ceramic roofing, a specialty. Mercury Messenger Service, runners, criers, and print. The Book Bag, used books. The Medicine Bag, herbal remedies. Hank's Corrosives, corrosive chemicals up to intensity 12. The 4th edition used different intensities of poisons and acids. Cordu's General Merchandise will buy and sell, quote-unquote, anything. Gourmet's Delights, gourmet foods and beverages. Fried Collection, stamps, coins, medals, trinkets, and oddities. Yes, it was called Fried. Lewis Lapidary Services, gemstones cutting, grinding, and polishing. Weshster Accounting, small business accounts only. Eldwin Acupuncture, specializing in odd physical body types. Free Range Adoption Services. Green Streak Air Cargo, short and long distance hauling. Guardian Ambulance Service, armored ambulances. The group used them. Seaborne Ambulance Services, operates land and air ambulances. Tyrell Ambulance Company, only 4 units, but each has an auto dock on board. Yes, based on the Tyrell Corporation. Dolph Antiques, furniture dealers only. Sandy's Antiques, ceramics a specialty. Tindagal Rare Antiques, military memorabilia. CMK Architects, a 4-man operation. Matazao Design, interior decorating. Yes, they actually had interior decorators in my Gamer World campaign. Sierre and Wojcik Architects, residential buildings only. Tau Armored Car Incorporated, private and business contracts. Fat Bat Art Supplies, meeting all your art needs. IQ's Fine Art Supplies, catering to the high and artistic. Tau Information Services, tourism and travel agency. Weak Tents, custom and stock tents and pavilions. Arboreal Stables, buy, sell, and rent and train flying mounts and pets. The Golden Wick, candle making. Ralph's Alchemy, herbalist. Rivner and Sons, glass blowers. El Borgia, apothecary, herbalist and occultist. Sweeney the Barber, unisex hairstyling. Yes, Sweeney the Barber. The Pottery Wheel, handmade ceramics, eatingware. Nix the Perfumer, custom-made perfumes. Griff, jeweler of great renown. Badon Bronzeworks, bronze jewelry and statuary. Samuel the Jeweler, weapons embellishing a specialty. Sardu Carpentry, custom cabinetry. Clink Metalworks, head of Blacksmith's Guild. Hassan Bladeworks, finest blades in the free range. Actually challenged him more than one time to make weapons for the player characters. Caitlin Carpentry, large family business. Norton the Plumber, works with partnered Ralph. Yes, Ralph Norton. New Tau Plumbing and Supply, commercial and retail. Orn, master stonemason, president of guild. Math the Limner, custom paints mixed. Ernie the Cobbler, unusual footwear, a specialty. Off-Kirsch pottery, commercial pottery for the masses. Fanera's soap, sold door-to-door, very popular. Jocko Juco, dyes, inks, and paints. Lean Glassworks, custom medical and scientific and glassware. Lama Marcinio's confectionaries, fine candies for over 200 years. Patam's Jewelry, head of the Brotherhood of Thought in New Tao. Hiram the Gunsmith, custom work, military discounts. Pestlerod's weapons work, weapon repair and refurbishing. Lots of use there for the player characters. Rand Topher, wheelwright, lost eye to brother in bar brawl. Rora Tafor, wheelwright, hasn't spoken to his brother in 10 years. Fletch Bowery, immigrant Gren, who makes very fine weapons. +1 column shift, uses the color chart. Joe the Weaver weaves homes from plant materials. Ingle Tinkering, small item repairs. Oth Locksmithing Services, former thief. Durug Sons Lockmakers uses Oth to test locks. Jacob Ivansten, potter, world's fastest potter. Entic Tailoring, custom suits in natural fibers only. Hasford Weaveworks, cheap but plain clothing. Tailoring. Synthetics, a specialty. Pay Yixel Bounties. Search It Plant Weaver, creates clothing out of living plants. Yixels were a mutant that eats fabric. These guys didn't like them. Yamvan Protections, protective clothing for heavy use. Son Leathercrafting, all non-armor leather items. Tau Tanning Company, under criminal investigation. Can't remember for what, though. Snur Limited, animal byproducts. Otto's Oddities. Strange items from around the world. Major NPC. He was Robert Adams. 4 Twosome, weaponsmith. New Tau Imports, buy and sell mounts. Val's Recharge Services, energy cell recharging. Gam's Locksmithing. Pap's New Tau Military Supply, all your military surplus needs. New Tau Express, message and package delivery. Belker's Outfitters, adventuring gear. Toshin Gems, cutter, setter, and appraiser. High Note, musical instruments. Stein Arms, firearms manufacturer. Big seller and dealer in the campaign. Played a lot of roles in the campaign. 101 Armory, plastics and polymers, a specialty. Music Box, recorded music related technology. Silver Hill Clothier, high-end clothing. New Tau Bank. Morse Savings and Loan. Free Range Finance, a money store. Alpha's Esper Emporium, most talented Esper in New Tau. Very important to the campaign. She was a major NPC. Tau Electric Company installs electric systems in buildings. New Tau Telecommunications, budding phone company. Zone Solar Supplies, fly-by-night air freight, dirigibles. Crescent Seraph Shipping, waterborne shipping. Galactic Shipping Company, land-based shipping. Hosin's Beverages, a package store, 11 locations. Grid's Grocers, grocery chain, 5 locations. Carlson's Avionics, aviation instrumentation. Deep Down Diving Gear, the group used them. Horns Robotics, robot and cyborg repair and dealership. Tracer's Occult Shop, occult items of all types. Ray Dune Furrier, buys and sells furs. They use them, Ray Dune, quite frequently. Wallace Fur Sales, sells whole tanned furs. Vet Furrier, sells a high-end fur for clothing. Zelda's Nursery, plant sales and supplies. Orin Light Sculptor, creates custom holograms. Intergalactic Greyhound, teleporting and planar travel service. Mitchner Wagons, carts and carriages and wagons. Moneylender Limited, another money store. BB Lean, herbicide dealer. Yep, BB Lean. Rufus Communication Devices, powered and non-power signaling devices. Holly Medicinals, medical supplies. The Bottomless Backpack, new and used adventuring supplies. Sutan Sharpening, all types of blades sharpened. Advanced Firearms, Stein Arms Showroom. Tench Explosives, non-military explosives. Prestip Ammunitions, new and reloaded munitions. Holtz bows, compound and composite bows. Blowguns and slings, small one-room shop. Unusual weapons, non-standard weapons. They use that place quite frequently. Wolf fuels, petrochemicals and animal oils. Free-range fine clothing, high-end clothing. Matt's leather goods, non-armor leather items. Bedell eyewear, glasses and contacts. Elrod's electrical supply, partner to Mr. Fix-It. Gear Hard Hardware sells tools and hardware. Sensory devices from the magnifying glass to electronic bugs. Fat Ed's Jewelry, cheap jewelry, 50 copper pieces and under. The Front Line, military uniforms and surplus. Drisdill's Gallery, art dealer, another major NPC in the campaign. Howarth Glass, glass and panels of all kinds, including armored. The Complete Fisherman, everything that sports fisherman needs. Berg Spices, spice stores run by a sentient plant. Beans Incorporated, legumes of all kinds and coffee. Ivory and horns, animal horns, antlers, and tusks. New Tau Agricultural Co-op had 5,000 plus members. So those were all the different businesses that the campaign had access to, and I also came up with others as they needed, but some of them did not get recorded in the campaign, and they're probably in my notes somewhere. But these are the ones that I presented to the group and said, okay, this is your phone book. This is what you can use, and at least it gave them ideas, and it also gave me seeds. In the event they asked for something, I had something at least to look at. I had a name, I had a basic idea, and I could spin it off from there quickly. So I hope that you find this interesting, and if anyone wants a copy of my notes, you have to either send me an email, my address is on my channel page, or send me a PM, private message, with your email address, someplace where I can attach a file to and ship it to. Email it to. Thanks. Have a nice day.